Greetings, welcome to Mind Over Number. I'm Coach Crowd, intuitive numerologist, clearing my space for this life path 33 New Year's reading. Before we get started, of course, let's give all the thanks to the Divine Mother, Father God, who helps me interpret these messages in the way they are meant to be received. So those of negative orientation, okay, not serving my highest good out there, not welcome. Thank you. Goodbye. If you don't know how to calculate your life path number, just add the single digits of your birth year to the single or double digit of your birth month, and then add that to the single or double digit of your birth day. This is the method I use when I am looking at your full numerology blueprint. So if you ever want a full reading from me or want to know more about me or my services, you can check out the description box below the video. There's also a numerology playlist where you can get more insights when it comes to numerology itself. Now, this is going to be a New Year's reading, so it's going to be a little different. This is a master number reading. So compared to all the other numbers, it's going to be slightly different as we're going to look into the high and lower aspects of 33, which is 6, and how those energies will play out throughout the new year. I'm ready now. Okay, so let's get set and let's just go with this New Year's reading. Well, look at that. We rolled a 6. So the overall energy of the year is going to be the 6 vibration. Now 6 is the number of service, right? It's also an energy of family and harmony, domestication. The 6th month or the 6th day of a month could be significant. Life path 6, age 6, I don't know, but you do, okay? I'm going to get 6 cubes out of this Zodiac bag to help give confirmation for this reading, okay? Always take what resonates with you, leave what does not. Do not make anything fit. But if it does, of course, that is a synchronicity for you, because God is way too great for coincidences. Now, this is a New Year's reading, so these could be your signs or the signs of someone you were dealing with, or important signs or energies for your overall year. So we have Scorpio, Libra, and Virgo energy. We also have the element of fire and the times and space of March 21st through April 19th and December 22nd through January 19th. So those could be significant times and space this year or last year for you that you need to pay attention to. Or again, could be a time frame of event, your birthday or someone else. Those specifically are Aries and Capricorn seasons. With this element of fire, this is an element that speaks about spirit, right? Our desires, our passions, what we are energetically on a soul level. It's very passionate energy. It's also a bit chaotic at times. It can either build and transmute, or it can destroy. It's an energy of transformation is what I'm getting with that coming out here. So we're going to start off with an oracle message for the new year. Okay, happy new year to all my life path 33s. We're going to look at what the overall message will be and get into the tarot. So, what is the collective message for 2025 for 33s? Allow anger is the message. We also have 41 on the card, which reduces down to a 5 energy. Okay, 5 is about change. It's about being adaptable, being versatile, okay, being about free and curious at times as well. The 41 energy is about independence and stability. So with this, there could be a need to balance your independence with some kind of structure, right? And in doing so, we're able to adapt to the changes and cycles that are occurring within us. Let's see what allow anger's message is. Okay, the age 41 could be significant. The 5th month, the 5th day of any month, life path 5. Allow anger. Anger's fire is fuel for change. Too little fire, and we risk becoming listless or depressed. Too much, and we risk our peace of mind being consumed by wrath, or worse, bitterness. The invitation in this moment is to find the creative power in your anger. Anger is a sacred fire denied to many of us. We're encouraged to be compliant and agreeable, even when it's not in our best interest. What change can you invite? What injustice can you transform into justice through giving anger its voice? Allow sacred fire to have its space. Feed what is no longer vital into the fire so it can be reborn into new life. Okay, so definitely fire energy is here. Okay. So throughout the year, it seems there could be moments that are going to, emotionally trigger us, okay, cause us to feel upset, cause us to feel, maybe things aren't in our best favor. We could be being treated unfairly, okay, we could be struggling a lot personally. Someone could be trying to make us feel less, making us think we're crazy for getting upset over something. But with anger, it's showing us that something needs to change, right? And so it's important to use that fiery, passionate energy to transform into something that's going to produce a better outcome, right? It's that balance between destruction and creation. That's what I'm getting with that energy. So allow anger is that message. First, we're going to look at that higher vibration of 33. Okay, the shadow energy of 6. Okay, how can you leverage your energy throughout the year? What's going to be the major lesson? How can you use that energy to help others? And then what to expect towards the end of the year. All right, so what aspect 33 is going to be activated for 2025? Temperance energy. That transmutation energy again. It's definitely a call to forge new tools that are going to benefit you. It's going to take some patience. It's going to take some perseverance. That is Temperance energy. It's also a very divinely guided energy. Okay, Temperance is also Sagittarius energy. But it speaks about gaining a new perspective, a higher perspective, being more balanced and harmonious in your environment, right? It's tempering that fire, passion energy with the coolness of water energy, which speaks about our emotions. Okay, it's working with our soul and spirit and standing firm in a more balanced energy. So the overall energy here is definitely needing to be patient, needing to learn how to calm ourselves down, practicing techniques that would allow us to temper ourselves. Now, what's going to be the challenge to be mindful of? So with this Three of Swords, the challenge is overcoming these temporary setbacks, these temporary moments where we're feeling less. It's grief, it's pain, it's sorrow, it's seeing things in a very cloudy perspective after going through some kind of pain or heartache. And through that pain and heartbreak, I'm getting that we could channel that energy into something, creative, something productive. If we're feeling upset over something, if we're trying to get over a relationship, or if we lost a job, or if we're feeling unmotivated to do something, writing it out, journaling, listening to music, any form of art is always a good outlet when we're trying to overcome that lower shadow side of ourselves. Now, what can 33 do here? How can they leverage this energy for their benefit? The Fool reverse. It's very the Fool reverse is very careless. Upright, they're carefree. Okay, they're, ending a cycle, going forward. They've let go of things. They're ready to move on. But with this reverse, it's like we're holding back, or we're sort of wasting time sitting for this new start when we already have everything that we need to move forward. So I feel like our gift is our ability to be able to act, right? But there's also an underlying energy of not holding back, or like knowing when to hold back is what I'm getting from this full reverse card. Now the major lesson here, we have the Seven of Pentacles, okay, and this talks about long-term investments. Right, it's about seeing that bigger picture, getting a higher perspective, okay? It's the energy of reflecting on what we want to be committed to. It's about investing in yourself, being patient, okay, developing yourself. And if we invest in ourselves and sow those seeds, we can then see our progress, right? You know, it's very much, you know, reap what you sow energy. You know, what you put in is what you get out. And this year for 33 seems to be about investing our time wisely in situations so that we don't end up in a cycle of pain and grief and then getting stuck in that energy, holding tight to that anger and that frustration and not channeling it into something that's going to benefit us in the long term. Now, what can 33 do here that will better help others? Well, release. Okay, Six of Swords. It's releasing that mental conflict. Okay, it's moving forward. Okay, you may need to distance yourself from people at this time. If you're feeling triggered or upset, sometimes the best way to heal is to go no contact, is to block, is to take that time and energy for yourself if people aren't respecting you for what you bring to the table. There could be a need to travel right now, or step outside of your mind, right? You know, traveling could simply be, you know, going to the park or, you know, going near water. That's always helpful when we're feeling these, you know, deep levels of emotion and trying to balance, you know, our own energy. Now, what can we expect towards the end of the year? What will 33 grow and learn from? Seven of Cups. More seven energy. It's like a time to really rest and reflect. You know, analyze situations before we take any big moves. The Seven of Cups is a lot of options, a lot of opportunities, a lot of choices that are going to present themselves. But we can also have our, you know, head in the clouds a little bit. Not looking at the reality of the situation, you know, being hopeful instead of taking action. You know, wishing something was different, wishing something was better, but in order for us to change the outside world, we always got to start with our internal world. our perspective, our way of thinking, right? We can only control our feelings, our thoughts, our emotions, not anyone else. And if we feel like we need to control someone else, it stems from us trying to control something that we feel like we don't have control over, which is ourself and our emotions and our feelings, right? So it seems the energy here is definitely about changing our perspective when it comes to our habits, our stability, how we perceive others, procrastinating a little bit on whether or not we should move or take action towards something. Let's go ahead and see what the Rebel deck's messages are to clarify this energy. Only need one card, thank you. So what is the high vibration of every three? Bring it in here. Well, that came right back out in the reverse. Okay. Vulnerability is hot as F. Okay, drop the F in ego. This could be what we're struggling with right now. Expressing ourselves. Because there's a lot of built up energy. We've been holding back a lot when it comes to our emotions. It's a lot of fire, it's a lot of passion, it's a lot of determination, but it's not going anywhere. It's just sitting and resting, being, complacent, being consumed by that pain. And this could be affecting your health in certain ways. Clarify this Three of Swords. Okay, you are the ish. Don't forget it. Falling on top of this Three of Swords. I'm feeling like we're struggling with a lot of doubt in our own capabilities. This pain isn't... It's like we're feeling rejected from others, and that rejection has been built up over time because we haven't yet accepted ourselves. People are going to like you, not like you, dislike you, whatever. Okay. But what other people think about you doesn't matter. It's always about what you think about yourself. Because if you know who you are, no one can tell you what you are not. What is this? Full reverse. Yeah, it's... You need a good effing cry. Okay, get that ugly cry on. Let that ish go. Your soul will thank you. It's like we're afraid to show our emotions. We're afraid to be vulnerable. We're afraid to let anyone see us in a weak state, but you're not being strong by holding back how you feel. You know, the soul speaks through emotions. And it's like we're afraid of losing control over ourselves because we haven't yet learned that patience, you know, that temperance. And so with the Seven of Pentacles for the lesson for the year is, okay, we got now, they broke your heart. F them. Okay. Invest in yourself. You know, any temporary connections, any sort of situationships, any time that you are rejected by something is protection from the universe, letting you know that person, place, or thing was not for you. And it's time to invest in yourself, get your priorities straight. Because if we're feeling disconnected or finding ourselves in situations where people are rejecting us, it's because some part of ourself is also rejecting us. Right? People are always reflecting that energy back and forth. And so if someone is not imbalanced, they're going to show us imbalanced energy. If you are not imbalanced, you're going to present yourself in an unbalanced energy. Especially if you're not willing to open up and express how it is that you're feeling about a circumstance, and instead, you know, people please or allow others to dictate your emotions. But if you're upset and frustrated about something, you have every right to be upset and frustrated, because that's your soul telling you that something is not right about the situation. And so there's a big need to trust your own intuition about how you feel. This Six of Swords. Don't effing force it. Allow that ish to come to you. Okay? Right? How can you help others? Allow them to come to you. Don't go towards them. Okay? Leave some space. Be in a receiving energy. Right? You can't force anyone else's feelings. You can't force someone else to see you or understand you. Right? You have to speak and say your truth, and they can accept it or not. And if they don't accept it, that means they don't accept you. So why would you even want to be around them? Seven of Cups. Okay, well, one card for this Seven of Cups energy. If you are PO'd at where you are, then stop taking yourself there. Make better effing choices on the Seven of Cups, okay? It's, you know, it's a lot of options, a lot of choices, but it's all temporary. It's not real. It's not authentic. It's not going to last. Constantly exploring your options, looking at choices. When the right opportunity will present itself, when we're not even looking for it, when we're in that receiving energy, when we're in that attracting energy, when we're not holding back who we truly are from the world and simply being ourselves. And when you're simply being yourself, that's when you're most attractive, right? When you're hanging out with friends, when you're with family, when you're out and about just walking, that's when people approach you, because you're not trying to present yourself in a certain type of light or way. In this overall cycle for life path 33, there's going to be a lot of opportunities, a lot of situations, a lot of people, a lot of circumstances that are going to trigger us. You know, calling up all those bad habits and subconscious things that we don't want to address, but they're there. You know, it's best to ask yourself, okay, why are we not expressive? It's not why is this person rejecting us, it's why are we feeling rejected? Because the only approval that you should be seeking is your own approval, not outside external validation, right? It's always about you. And not in a egotistical, narcissistic way, okay? It could be, if you view it negatively, but it's about serving others, not just serving yourself. Because when you're living more fully as yourself, everything that's meant for you gets attracted to you instantly. Because you're no longer putting blocks up, you're no longer repelling it, you're no longer telling the universe that you still need a lesson because you learned the lesson and you finally release it and let it go and decide to make better choices, because you always have a choice. One final I am card. We got a 26. Number 26 could be significant. The age 26. The 8th month or the 8th day of a month. The 26th of a month. The life path 8. Okay, the number 8 is about... Well, it's the number of energy. Okay, it's the number of karma, right? What you put in is what you get out. And no matter who you are, if you're on Earth right now, karma is a law of life, because karma is the cycles of life. Whether positive or negative, everything is energy. It's not good or bad, it just simply is. What you view as negative could be positive for someone else. The 6 with the 2 here, this could speak about partnerships and relationships and family dynamics. 2 is all about cooperation. It's about mediation. 6, it's about service. It's also about love itself. And love is what you are. There's nothing you have to do or be in order to get that, because you are that. I'm alive. That's what it says on this card here. I honor my life by letting go, dancing, singing, and feeling the fullness of my joyful energy. I am my true self when I'm having fun. I am alive. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know, when you're simply out being yourself, being your most joyful self, when you're simply being, you know, you're letting go, you're releasing that negative energy through the arts, through singing, through feeling the fullness of all those emotions. You know, if you feel upset or sad or grief or sorrow, the best way to transmute that energy is to laugh. It's really simple. When they say laughter is the best medicine, it simply is. Because laughter instantly raises your vibration. I'm alive is the message. All right? That's what I got for you, Life Path 33s. All right, if any of that resonated with you, great. If it did not, check back later, because this is a yearly message. Sorry if nothing resonated with you. Please forgive me. All right, and of course, thank you for joining me, and I love you.